I'm Cris Linares, and here we are. I told in our last video that we are going to be talking about porn for women. Or it's not what you think, don't worry. You know, it's not rated R, it's PG, maybe PG-13, let's be honest. And what turned us on, women on, right? And before I talked about in our next videos, I'm going to be interviewing John Lamb, and we're going to be talking about what turned men on, ways that we can turn us on if you are in a relationship, or what turned women on. But I cannot talk about this if before I don't talk about what turned our body on. Because that's one thing. When I moved from Brazil to Fargo, North Dakota, and if you don't know my story, quickly, it was a kind of a difficult change in my life. Not just leaving my country, my culture, my career, and coming to a country and starting from scratch. And that time I got pregnant right away. I had postpartum depression. I gained 60 pounds. That was really hard to lose. And my father passed away. So all of a sudden I was dealing with depression, grief, overweight problems. And the thing that I understand in that moment that completely changed my life was, if I don't learn ways to turn myself on, to get out of the bed, nobody could do this for me. I remember that when I was trying to lose weight, my friend told me, you gotta watch this DVD. And it was this woman, and she was all excited, full of energy. And she was like, you know what? If you wanna lose weight, you gotta stay in the treadmill like 45 minutes after this workout. And I remember that I was like, I didn't have energy to change the channels. How could I have energy to stay 45 minutes in a treadmill? So everything, if you want to turn on your TV, if you want to turn on anything, and including yourself, you need one thing, energy. And we need to learn ways how to increase our energy. And I remember when I was going through my depression, I was going through to this therapist, and she looked at me and said, Cris, the only way that you're going to get out of the bed, that you can have your life back because you are in a deep depression, you need to take antidepressants. And I remember that time, wasn't that I say, oh, I don't want to take antidepressants, I know better than this. No, I realized that, you know what, if I'm going through a depression, I don't know where you are right now in your life. If you're going through a difficult change, a difficult moment, you are separating or, losing your job, and it's okay to be sad. So the first thing that I realized was, my sadness is not a disease. It's okay for me to cry and be sad when my daughter almost passed away, almost died. When I had her 4 hours later, she stopped breathing. When my father died, that he was my best friend. When I lost my identity and I needed to start from scratch. So it's okay for us to cry and feel sad. So first thing I realized, that what I was feeling wasn't depression, was sadness. And second, I realized that I need to learn ways to turn myself on. I'm sorry if you felt that, if you thought I was just talking about, turn me on in a different way, but truly, turn us on is find ways to increase your energy naturally. And I made that decision when I got these antidepressants on my hand. And the first thing that I saw was the side effects. And one of the side effects of antidepressants is suicidal thoughts. I'm sorry, I don't want to go there. I want to try. And don't get me wrong, if you're taking antidepressants, I was there before. I took it when I was in Brazil years ago when I had panic attack. So I had the experience, and I didn't want to go back to that place again. Because I remember how hard it was for me to believe that I could live without antidepressants. And if you're feeling this way, never do anything without talking to your doctor or anything. But I remember asking my therapist, give me an opportunity to find natural ways to heal myself, to turn myself on, to increase my energy without needing, these artificial medicines and anything. And that's when I started my journey of finding natural ways to feel, happy again and inspiring again. And the first lesson that I learned is, if I want to turn myself on, I need to learn how to make my body make my body, happy. Because if my body is unhappy, I can't do anything. And I was treating my body with no respect at the time. You know, I want to sleep and I wasn't taking a nap when I needed. I was eating junk food. I wasn't listening to my body. And that's when I start developing what I call a sensual lifestyle. And that's what we are going to be talking to a lot in this blog. Sensual, right away some people think about, ooh, sensual. But sensual, the word sensual comes from a Latin word sensualita, that means connect with your sense. So if you are tired, take a nap. If you are hungry, eat. If you are not hungry, stop eating. Listen to your body. And I cannot talk about what turn women on, men on, if I don't talk about how can we turn us on and respect our body, make our body happy, and be sensual. You know, every morning wake up and listen to the wisdom of your body that has so much to teach to you. So for the next blog, Continue Connect, and I'm having John Land coming here talking about how we can turn men on, women on, us on, and more than anything, I hope that even if one word you can take to you and just understand that we are here to learn. And if you have any suggestion that you want to tell me what to talk about it, but we are here because we want to find natural ways to create a happy body and a hot life because we deserve. Thank you.